Good morning. We are back in our favorite McDonald's parking lot coming at you because we are hitting the trail today. We are headed up to Uwharrie National Forest. And I've never been there. Jay's been there because he went without me because that's how Jay rolls.
Oh, okay. It's my fault.
But we're excited. We're going up there. Turns out there's some kind of giant festival up there. I'm hoping it's not one of those hippie festivals with like the dancing and the skirts and whatever happens at hippie festivals and lots of all of that, and it's stinky. And behind the camera, you can't see him. Hey, Drew. Drew is coming with. That's Jay's brother.
Yep.
In from Georgia?
Yeah, Savannah.
Savannah. And apparently he's Mustang people, so we're not going to let him drive because we don't want anybody to get run over while we're on this trip. Since we're in the Charleston area, we are going to be headed mostly north. We're going to run up through Florence, and right next to Florence is Darlington. I don't have to tell y'all about Darlington. You know about Darlington, right?
Darlington.
Yeah. You don't know what's in Darlington.
What's in Darlington?
What's in Darlington? What does Darlington mean to you?
Nothing.
Mustang people, what does Darlington mean to you?
Oh, isn't it like a place for the event or something like that?
It's like one of the most famous fucking NASCAR racetracks anywhere.
I don't do NASCAR.
I
sorry.
fucking hate NASCAR. Stupid
Okay.
redneck roundy round. But I know what Darlington is.
Sorry, no.
Okay, so the children don't know anything about Darlington, but probably the rest of you do.
Never been a NASCAR fan.
No, nobody is a NASCAR fan. Restrictor plates or something. Anyway, our buddy Lewis is in Darlington at the moment. We're going to stop, we're going to pick him up on the way, and then it's only another probably hour and a half or something from Darlington straight up into North Carolina. And we're going to be hitting the trail. We're setting up tents. And
yeah, we'll go grab a campsite, set up some tents and some stuff, kind of claim that as ours, and then we'll go out and hit some trails till probably close to dark. We'll come back, grab some dinner, camp out, and then start it all over again, have a full day on Saturday. So.
Oh yeah. So come on with, and we'll catch you at the next stop.
All right.
So we are now in Florence. Apparently we didn't have to go to Darlington, so I broke these guys' balls over nothing for not knowing what Darlington is. I guess Lewis here. This is Lewis. Hey, Lewis. He is working in Darlington, not staying in Darlington. Either way, we are at the Pilot. We're just kind of getting some fuel because we drive Toyotas and they get horrible gas mileage, and mine has a microscopic fuel tank. So we're just kind of getting loaded up here, and then we're gonna head on up the road. And I guess we'll catch, what's the name of that outpost?
El Dorado.
So we're going to someplace called the El Dorado Outpost, which is, I guess it's kind of like the local store that's nearby. They sell the passes to get in, they sell firewood. So we will see you when we get up to the outpost. Hey, we made it. We have made it to the El Dorado Outpost, I think it's called. Yeah, it's the El Dorado Outpost. We checked and there's a name somewhere. We all done picked up t-shirts, and this is where we stopped to get our day passes to go in. I was really hoping to get a yearly pass, like that was my plan, like, oh, we're gonna come back all the time, but apparently, like, it's good from, well, I guess they're closed December whatever, 31st maybe, the end of the year, through March. So a yearly pass is only good from March to December, and since we're already October, no thank you. I'll come back in March, I'll get a yearly pass at that point. So we just did the 3-day pass. That's like $5 a day or something like that. And now we're just gonna head up in there, and I guess these guys have been here before, and they've got a campsite that they say, yeah, we went to this camp, it's really neat. So we're gonna go try and find that one. We are not going to the BF Goodrich booth, which is right over there, which I wanted to go to the BF Goodrich booth, and I like tires, and they're like a pound sand. So we're not doing that, but we're gonna get in there, and we'll go find a camping spot. We'll see you in a minute. All right, so we are now in Uwharrie. We are just kind of headed down this trail. I'm not really sure exactly the name of this trail. I could probably look it up, but it's just kind of, I don't know that you would call it a ring road, but it kind of goes around, just a dirt road that leads you to all the different trailheads. We're looking for a specific trailhead where these guys know where the camp spot is. So here we go. So this here is us rolling into what would end up being our campsite. You can see where Jay is there, and just kind of right behind him. that little passage, if you will, takes you back up to what we were just on, that ring road. The original campsite that we'd looked for, the one that they knew about, was already taken, so we decided, we'll just go see what we can find. We'll just drive around. And as we came down to the bottom of that little pass there, we're climbing up over this obstacle. And when we got in here, it turned out that this was an awesome campsite. You can see that there's lots of room in here, and it worked out really well for us. This hill here, when you leave out of our campsite, like you can actually kind of see back behind the trees there, that flat spot, that is where we camped. And so we spent all day and all night, whenever we were in camp, we would watch guys come up to this hill. And that hill, when you're down at the bottom, looks really intimidating. As it turned out, it kind of wasn't. You just, kind of drive right on up it like you see Jay doing here. But all night long, we would see guys stop at the base and then get out and take a look at it and kind of try it. And some guys would try and go off on the side over there. But this really wasn't that bad. And now here I am going back down this hill because we went up to the top and I was looking at the map wrong and I took us in the wrong direction. So we had to go to the top of the hill and we had to turn around and come back down and head out the other way. So unfortunately, my smoking hot camera assistant couldn't come with on this trip, and I think she does a much better job of the videoing than I do, but I'm just trying to do my best here. Kind of what you see in these trails, like what you're seeing right now, is really representative of what we found in all of the trails. Most all the trails tend to have about this level of difficulty where it's, it's beautiful and it's pretty and it's just kind of a dirt trail that you're going down. And when you get into the more difficult trails like Dickie Bell and Dutch John, etc., really there's just kind of one main area that has a tougher obstacle, and that's kind of what sets the difficulty for the whole trail. Okay, so we are on the Rocky Mountain Loop. So far, it's been particularly simple. It's fairly easy. I am in 4 low, driving through in 2nd gear. I don't have the locker engaged, but really, it's not your average dirt road, but there haven't really been any obstacles yet. It's just kind of dirt road, but it's beautiful and it's fun. We're having a good time. So you can see these guardrails off on the right-hand side. These were all the way through the park, pretty much along all the trails. You would either have a wooden guardrail like that, or some of them were the more, contemporary steel guardrails. I'm from the Southwest, and we don't have a whole lot of dedicated off-road parks, and I've never been to anything like that. And here in the Uwharrie trail system, they have a lot of those guardrails throughout. I think it's kind of cool. It's a little bit different. I just hadn't seen it before, but I like it. Okay, so we're going that way. That is the entrance to Daniel. And there's a sign up there that says, not advised. So we're going that way. I'm gonna click it off and get back to driving. So this little spot here, and granted, it looked much more impressive from inside the truck than apparently it looks from outside the truck. I just kind of wanted to see if we could climb up this deal here. The guys were playing, no, you go around kind of the other way, but being blockheaded, and I wanted to go this way. So I just kind of ended up having to send it to get it up here. But eventually, nothing broke, but I made it up. And then dragged the bottom of the truck along another rock. What are you gonna do? Really kind of roasted the clutch in there too. I got to get better at keeping my foot away from that third pedal.
Shut up. Rolling back on me, I was like, oh shit.
Smell that clutch?
I was like, I smell something with the clutch. Yeah. Is that a little bit, driver? All right. You just gotta roll your back tire over that rock. Straight, driver. Straighten up. Yep. Open more, driver. Straight. Right through.
All right, so we are in camp. We're all set up. You can see Jay's all set up over here. I'm set up here, and we've got the fire going. We're getting ready to cook up some burgers and some food. Had a really good time today. I'm sure you saw the video of it, but here we are, and it's starting to cool off. The sun's going down a little bit. This is a really neat place. It's just beautiful. I really like, all of the red clay and the trees and lots of other people here. They got some dirt bikes happening. Unfortunately, Marla couldn't come with, but she's got something else going. She's up visiting her son and her grandson this weekend. So really, that's probably better for her anyway, instead of being out here with a bunch of old guys rapping over rocks. We're gonna get dinner taken care of, and we're gonna sit around and probably lie to each other all night long, because that's what you're supposed to do, right? And then we'll sleep it up. We've got all day long tomorrow to go wheeling. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in a bit.